Has it. Bump set back to Bushinger. Bushinger has it. His shot hits a man in front. Guelph with some good pressure here. Zugin. Bushinger winds into it. Scores! Michael Bushinger ties the game with a blast from the point. And it's 1-1. Not a surprise to see the physicality picking up between these two teams. Verstevich trying to knuckle puck that up the wall, but it's turned over. Zugin can't get any wood on that. Verstevich finds his net. He takes a hard bump from Zugin. Pinelli doesn't have a stick, so he can't clear yet. Pushing it right in front. Zugin, bump play, scores! Pass the job! A heads-up play from Zugin, and the Storm lead! So ricochet off a defender to Zilkin. Bushinger. Pass the job, thought about it, won't do it this time. Zilkin can't quite handle that pass as Bowman battles away in behind. Bushinger will retrieve. Motu out of the box in 10 seconds. Bushinger dancing in. Bushinger can't find an angle, thrown in front of Bowman. Pass the job, scores! From the same spot as last night. Pasta with meatballs. It's 3-1 Storm. Walker takes it from him. Here's Walker, and he's knocked down. High flip play, it's out over the line, and now here go the Rangers the other way. With a bit of running room, played right in front, scores! A beautiful back and forth tic-tac-toe feed on the rush, and the Rangers have cut the lead to 3-2 as Motu jumps into the play. Pardon me, that's Machar, his second career OHL goal, and it's a beauty. Storm continuing to lead 3-2 here. Rangers out of their own zone, it's Verstevich. Up to Soft. Nice move, cutting to the middle, trying to leave it there. Drop feed, scores! It's Swick on a beautiful passing play. We're tied at 3. With a nice move. Schmidt thrown in front as Vlad couldn't get a stick on that. And now Zilkin's got room the other way. Danny Zilkin on a breakaway. Zilkin, big save, Parsons. Goodness me, Zilkin with nothing but open highway, and Parsons stared him down. Pastajov trying to cut through the middle. He turns it over. Here comes Machar. Machar scores! Philip Machar, the magical Mets for the Rangers, and the Storm still can't figure it out at home. What a goal by Machar!
And welcome back to the Sleeman Center here in the second intermission. Joining me now is our own Ryan Drury to talk about the game thus far and this Guelph Storm team. And you know, Ryan, I always think back to my own playing days, and you know, you go through ups and downs, and some nights you could fire 100 shots at me and you wouldn't get a goal, and some nights I was just hoping to make one save and I'd feel good. But you know, it's been hard to figure out this Guelph Storm team and exactly what was kind of going on here the first 7 games thus far. But it's strictly from just maybe an eyeball test, just watching tonight, it just kind of looks and feels a little bit like that young Guelph Storm team that everybody kind of fell in love with last season.
Things feel like they're starting to come together tonight. Certainly so far a positive step in that direction. Really the biggest thing so far, Trevor, is that they haven't been in the box seemingly the entire game, averaging 7 penalties a night coming into this game. Their lone win this year against Niagara in Niagara, they had 4 penalties, so that's definitely a positive. You know, I was passed a stat by our friend, the stats guru himself, Jeffrey Brando, coming into tonight through 7 games. The Guelph Storm have the worst goals against total this century. 40 goals against coming into tonight through 7 games. 17 of those power play goals against. The penalty kill has really struggled, but the biggest thing tonight, like I said, Trevor, the discipline has been much, much better. Yeah,
good point indeed. It's been a little reckless to start, and yes, as mentioned, goals against average not good thus far this season, and that can, you know, UHL can be a little, you know, run and gun the first couple of weeks as everything sort of gets sorted out, but that's definitely not good where they're at right now. But I will say, I looked tonight on the score sheet and 11 shots against. You know, they got 3 against, down a goal, but if you start limiting OHL teams to only 11 shots after 2 periods, things are going to get better for you.
It certainly is, and I think that's key too. Defensively, they've been hemmed in quite a bit tonight, although that late stage of the second period, they had a really nice pushback. If they can get that type of energy and those type of clean outlets out of their zone, that's been their biggest problem tonight, is the zone outlets. If they can clean that up and get that to where it was last year when we started to really see this team take off. Remember, at the Christmas break last year, the Guelph Storm were in first place. So if they can kind of get back to that quick transition game where they're showing that confidence, they're showing that puck control and that desire to be good in their own zone too, things will turn around. But you're right, Trevor, tonight the shot suppression has been excellent, and despite the 3 goals going in and that power play goal was a tap-in, I think Dixon Grimes has played really well.
We always, you know, anytime a goalie gets to play his first game at the next level, it's always a special night here. He's got 20 minutes to go. Hopefully the offense can get a couple goals for him here. You know, nice to see Sasha Pastajov get one of his marquee shots here tonight. You know, I've really only focused on the home games, but it feels like at home at least, Danny Zhilkin's been the main threat for this team. It should be nice to get some of these other offensive shooting forwards going as well.
It's so key, and last year that's what made them so good. They were a run and gun team, lots of young guys that had never played an OHL game or full season before, all the wild comebacks that they had, and they were able to do that because of all these great goal scoring talents that they have. And to get Sasha Pastajov fresh back off of an undisciplined suspension that ended up hurting his team, they need this guy in the lineup, Trevor. When he's on and when he's playing hot, he is such a talented sniper and setup man. And Danny Zhilkin, you're right, he has been the main threat. Certainly, I would argue all season so far for the Storm. He is rounded into such a great hockey player, and I'm sure that the Winnipeg Jets are thrilled that they got this guy in the 3rd round.
Oh, absolutely, and it'll be nice to see some other threats offensively appear on this team as well. You know, one thing I do like is, as you know, I hang out here Zamboni level. I do see the players that don't dress every night, and one thing will be nice, you see a few of them, to keep that internal competition high as well, that if you want to be in the lineup on a regular basis, you got to bring your effort every night.
That's a huge key. I don't care what level you're playing at, pro right down to junior. If you're comfortable and get too eased in and think, it doesn't matter if I'm a little off tonight because no one's going to take my spot, you can really see teams come apart at the seams. So you're right, Trev, it's great that they have a lot of depth, particularly I would say defensively on this team. And let's not forget too, George Burnett's a smart guy. I'm sure he's already making notes about what he could add, making plans for the rest of the season. Already added OA Jake Murray to this defense corps, who's had a really solid game tonight. But you're right, having that depth there and making sure that there's always competition at practice and making sure some of these young guys get an opportunity. We see Rowan Top in the lineup tonight as an example, and Gavin Grunner. That's so key.
Absolutely, Ryan, as always, thanks for your insight here tonight.